Hello Scorpios, it is AD with kayxztarot and I'm going to be doing your end of January reading. Thank you guys for your patience and hanging in there with me. I so appreciate it. Welcome to the New Year's, guys. If you are new, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're old, I'm always so happy to see you. Don't forget to check out the description box below. There you can find information about booking personal readings with me, my Instagram, SoundCloud, just anything that, you know, your little heart desires. It's probably answered in the description box. And if it's not there, then you can always shoot me an email. Alright, so without much further ado, let's get into your reading, Scorpios. I hope that this new year is treating you brilliantly. Let's see what's going on with our Scorpios. Whew. I'm sensing a male presence, Scorpio. I don't know if it's you tapping into your masculine energy, or having to deal with a significant other who is a male or a paternal, but I'm getting a heavy, heavy male presence. Oops. Alright. Excuse me. And alright, one final shuffle. Cool. Alright, so the underlying energy we have is the Three of Cups. So rejoice, reunion, celebration, coming together. You know, growth, expansion as far as social circles and friendships. This can also mean a third-party situation, but seeing as it is followed by the Sun card, I'm imagining that this is really healthy. You guys could be connecting with a Leo, but there's just a really happy energy. Perhaps you reconnected with an old male friend. I'm not sure why I got that male energy, but anyways, with this underlying energy, there is a joyfulness to the end of this month for you guys. So let's see what happens. So we have the Five of Wands as the heart of the reading, the Nine of Swords as the foundation. The President is the Hangman. What's going on? Knight of Pentacles as the most likely outcome. And then finally we move into the Lovers as your card of advice. Interesting, Scorpios. Alright, what's popping? The Three of Cups to the Sun, or the Three of Cups, so possibly could be dealing with a third-party situation, but I'm not getting that. I don't know. I'm still getting a lot of joy from this underlying energy, even though there's kind of friction right here with the Five of Wands. So it seems like there's a battle. Maybe that's why the masculine energy, a lot of you guys are feeling like you have to defend yourself, prove yourself for some reason. Your ego is being challenged and tested, and you're being guarded. But I feel like this is psychological warfare. I don't know where I'm getting that from. I don't feel like there is any like physical. It's rare where we're physical, so that's like a given, but I'm getting like this is a real mental type play here. This could have to do with the relationship, it could have to do with business, but there's somebody that either you're trying to get something out of. I think you both are trying to get something out of each other, and no one's giving. It's kind of like the government shutdown. It's like nobody's giving, like, but there's a lot of back and forth, like how Trump canceled Nancy Pelosi's, you know, flight to fucking Uganda. I don't fucking know, but she was just like, he was like, yeet, bitch, you can't fucking fly, you fucking thought. And she was like, well, I guess you don't really need a press conference then, do you? You know, like, it's that tick for tack is what I'm getting. For some of you guys, it could be a breakup. And it's going kind of messy, but this is so early in the year for a breakup. Like, who, you know what, I'm bullshitting. I had a breakup in January. It's like the worst. Like, it's such an awkward, it's so awkward, because you look at the first, again, you've been single for an entire year and you're like, what happened? So I don't know, that was random, but like, some of you guys could easily be going through a breakup, or just a parting. Like, there's a separation, but it's just not in a good way. But I think that it's going to be okay, because after you close out this cycle and you complete this cycle, you get wish fulfillment and completion. which is, you know, underscored with the Three of Cups and the Sun card. So that makes sense. But let's see what, if I can get some clarity on this conflict, please. What's going on with Scorpio, please? The King of Cups. So it can certainly have to do with a relationship of some sort. This is your energy here, and I did see the King of Cups quite frequently. This could deal with a relationship or just your emotional set, maybe possibly spiritually you are battling yourselves with certain things. You're battling opening up to somebody. It's giving you a lot of anxiety to commit to a person. Perhaps you have had a very messy falling out because you didn't want to confront feelings or emotions or something, and now it's gotten to a point where like you are uncomfortable with how things look. You're uncomfortable with how things have gone because that was not your intention. It just, I feel like this competition spiraled, this tick for tack just spiraled to a point beyond repair. So it's causing restlessness, sleepless nights, not knowing which direction to go, just being overall like confused and overwhelmed by you, right? And so these swords that have formed over themselves, and I think that right now you're in the state where like you kind of feel like you were an active participant in this kind of storm, and so you're having to go back into that and be like, can I fix this? Can I repair this? Can we have a reunion and get back to that Sun card? If you put, you know, each of these swords down and talk about the anxieties, and that maybe cause you to act out in certain ways and really addressing those issues that you have instead of just kind of playing this game of chicken. I think that you've grown tired of this game of chicken. Again, this doesn't have to be specifically romantic, but it can apply to work or anything. But it just, I'm just getting this feeling where like you got stuck in this game and you just don't want to play anymore. It's either grown boring, it's grown tired, or it's just like you truly miss or care about that person, and now you're just kind of like, I'm ready to put that side down and just open up and just kind of free myself, okay? Because right now you're appearing as the Hangman, which is a Piscean energy, so I'm very comfortable with this card, right? So it's just like you're not moving, you're observing, you're waiting, and I just think that you're looking at the destruction that this caused. Okay, and it's worrying you, or not worrying you, but it bothers you on some level because you know that you were a part of it. All right, and so now you're observing because you want to figure out, how do you make this next step? I feel like a lot of you are like, how do I apologize? How do I come back? How do I re-enter a situation and let them know I come in peace? You know, like peace on earth. You know, how do you let this person know that you're really just trying to, like, you know, let go of all of the pressures that you have, and you really just want to move towards, you know, the Knight of Pentacles could be connecting with the Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo, but you're just ready to put it down, hunker down, put the pentacle down, and just start, you know, working. You're ready to put down the sword, put down the battle, and just chill or work on it, work at it, try to get better, come back. Just let the past be the past, let bygones be bygones, which is not a very Scorpionic thing to do. That's why this is such an interesting reading, but it seems like that's what's happening. There was just a conflict that you or the other party or both of you collectively got wrapped up in, and it just got out of hand, and you guys really started saying things, doing things that you didn't mean. And if this was a work, you're just like, I hate my job, but you really love what you're doing, but you know, you're caught up with administration or HR or some shit like that, where I'm just sensing some tension that has been building up over some time, but now there's a need, a want to release it and to move on and put it aside. Okay, so we have the card of advice being the Lovers, which is interesting, could be connecting with the Gemini, but the Lovers is obviously could be dealing with a soulmate energy, could be dealing with a twin flame, but it's just somebody that, it's just something or a situation where a decision has to be made that's going to put you on a certain or particular path, but you're kind of like at a crossroads. You're stuck in limbo between desire and realism. All right, so lust and love, you're just kind of in like this weird state. All right, so look, we have the Two of Cups just appear. So this could be a connection for some of you guys. This is definitely a love reading, a love situation where like you've been going tick for tack with somebody. This could be in a committed relationship, or it could be in something where you haven't even been speaking to this person for an extended period of time. Like you haven't even talked to them. It's just been at night, you know, they cross your mind. Because there is a deep connection there, and it's something that's been left behind for sure. It's something that's been left behind. You've walked away with this Eight of Cups here. So, here, let me get one more card, please, for the Lovers. Was it one more card for the Lovers? The Six of Swords. So this is what certainly walking away and turning away from a connection, or turning away from you're making, okay, I'm sorry, the decision that you have to make, all right, the decision that you are making with the Lover's card for this card of advice. I don't know why it took me so long to understand this, but like the Two of Cups, you have the idea to enter into a relationship with another person, offer your cup, open up emotionally, you know, apologize, try to get back on your best foot with this person, or your crossroad is to walk away and go towards something else with this Eight of Cups here. You know, understand that let bygones be bygones and be like, I tried, I put my effort into it, didn't work out the way that I wanted it to, but I'm gonna move on, you know. And it was doubled down with the Six of Swords. So there is a decision on if you're going to keep your guard up or let your guard down as you move forward into this, but you're definitely conflicted over this. But I do see you as the outcome. I see you committing to something, whether you're like, I commit to this relationship to put this work in, or you're like, I can't commit to this relationship because I'm committing to my work and career, my dedication. So there's certainly a decision that's coming in, but at the end of this, you choose to commit to something, and it's going to set you up again for your next 20-year cycle. Okay, Scorpio? And whatever you choose, I do see happiness and success in it, even though you'll be coming out of this tension and this conflict. So again, I hope, obviously these messages aren't going to resonate with everyone, but I hope that this got it. But basically the main idea, no matter how it applies to you, is just like there is a point of tension within you about a relationship, and you're just going to have to make a decision as if you're going to commit to the relationship or if you're going to commit to yourself, Scorpio. So that's pretty much the overall energy, and you're pretty much right now just waiting and watching, observing, which you know you're very keen to. If there's anybody who can wait it out, it's a fucking Scorpio. If there's anybody who can just sit, watch, and observe, it's a fucking Scorpio. So that's not necessarily uncomfortable for you guys being in the hangman position, but whatever decision it is that you decide to make in the long run, you know that's going to be what it's going to be. Alright, so, oh, beautiful messages. Beautiful messages. Alright, so we have bring love into the situation. Aha. With the King of Cups, you know, so love, compassion. That's why I'm saying this, even though there's some dark cards here or some friction here, I just see it being very positive with the Sun. I see you trying to reunite with a soulmate. I see you knowing that you missed an opportunity, or just things got out of hand, and now it's time to just be compassionate, be open, and be merciful, and have that, and really be vulnerable, which is something that Scorpio does not like. But I think that at this time it's dawned on you that now's the time to be vulnerable. If you like this girl, if you like this dude, if you like this job, if you want to pursue this passion of yours, you're gonna have to open up, you're gonna have to be vulnerable, you're gonna have to let somebody in. There's no use in doing it alone, especially when you're having nights like these, Scorpios. As sexy as it is to brood, sometimes you do want to just chill, okay? So, and then we had a time to give rather than take. Alright, so, and to me, this is, that's that being vulnerable time. You know, as you're sitting and observing, now you have to participate in those conversations too. You can't just blink and stare into somebody's soul and not offer anything. They're beyond that. They're not impressed by it anymore. Like, you got to pull out another mysterious Scorpio trick. This person's just like, what is it? What is it? What's going on? What's happening? How do you feel? And you're truly going to have to answer that question. How do you feel, Scorpio? And you got to be honest when you answer it, you know. And you know you have feelings. Like, it's not that you don't care. You constantly have feelings. Scorpios are one of the most emotional of the whole fucking zodiac, you know. So it's just like, and your emotions are powerful and extreme. So this person who's coming and asking you, or this person who wants to have that conversation with you, they genuinely, they already know that if you don't tell them something, then you haven't told them something. They're emotionally in tune. The Lover's card is no joke. The Lover's card is no joke. You know, this person, y'all are in sync. So you're not going to bullshit this person if something is off. If there's some tension going there, this person feels it, and they're going to try to get to the bottom of it. The best thing that you can do in this situation is just be open and just be like, look, this is what's happening, this is how I'm feeling, and I think that you're going to reach an entire new level of elevation within your relationships, in this specific relationship and in your relationships to come, just because you have learned that sometimes it is okay to be vulnerable. Sometimes people do care about you, quiet as it's kept. You do have a few people who actually like give a shit about you, Scorpio, you know, so don't think that that is not the case. Alright, come on, more cards for Scorpio, please. Oops. And so we have willpower, which I love for Scorpios, because that's what you're all about. Power, control, dynamic, having, you know, something. It's the willpower to fight through this. It's the willpower to stick along with something that has caused tension and difficulty in the past, and this is the willpower to change your circumstance if you're not happy with it, because I feel like you do understand what needs to happen, and it's going to require a big change and a big shift from you. Okay, so when you do that, you'll be opening yourself up to receiving, you know, more abundance, and this is particularly has to do with an emotional front with this reading. But yeah, Scorpios, open up, chill, it's not that serious. Smile. Smile, Scorpio. There's so much to smile about. Alright, so thank you guys so much for tuning in. I can't wait to see you again. Do not forget to check out the description box below for personal reading information. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and drop me a comment. Peace. Thank you so much, Scorpio. Thank you so much, Scorpios. Catch you on the flip.